Be one of those oldies but goodies. Is that what we're calling that now?
Doesn't she do a beautiful job? That was Renee Bondi. Oh, we were going to look that up. I'm sorry, I had a
Look
phone
what up.
call when that was out.
Oh, when it was out.
So we can call it a contemporary hymn, but what is contemporary? 20, 30
Anymore.
years, you know?
Anymore. What is contemporary?
I'm going to look it up.
I'm going to
as we're
say
chatting.
my prediction is 1978.
Yeah, because that was the time of St. Louis Jesuits. Dan Shute, God bless you.
No, I didn't sneeze. It was a cough. A sneeze, you would know. St. Joseph would have blown over here on the podium here if I
Now,
sneezed.
why does this say "Be Not Afraid"? That wasn't by John Michael Talbot.
No.
So he must have his own. Huh.
Well,
Anyway, this is dead
yeah,
air while I'm looking
while
this
you're
up.
looking that up. Put the phone down.
I want to know when. Okay.
Don't you have the music somewhere?
Yes, but go ahead. We're live on the radio. I can't be on my
I know.
phone.
I want to say that we're talking about being not afraid. Jesus says, "Don't be afraid." But there are such things as phobias.
I sense a serious conversation coming.
I was funny. I was watching Johnny Carson last night because on the Antenna TV every night at 10 o'clock, the old Johnny Carson shows are on. And
Is that the Me channel? Me TV or
Antenna
something?
TV. And everybody Johnny himself, they've all passed on. They all, but it was a more innocent time. So the humor is more innocent. And anyway, they were talking about phobias, and I thought, I have a phobia. You know what my phobia is? You know what?
Well, fear of heights.
Heights. I can't heights, and the older I get, the worse it gets.
Huh.
And fear of heights is called acrophobia.
Acrophobia.
Do you have any phobias?
I feel like arachnid phobia.
So that's spiders.
Mm-hmm. Is that the proper name?
I don't know. I didn't get to that one yet, but anyway, I looked up.
But not to the point where I don't know.
Like if I'm watching television.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a shot of
The Grand Canyon or something.
My knees get weak just watching it on TV.
Yeah, probably me like spiders and snakes. It's like a girly thing.
That was I don't like spiders and snakes.
Jim Croce.
No, it wasn't Jim Croce. It was
also the 70s.
Anyway, but I found this list.
Okay.
And I the roots of the word might give it away. Some not though. So I said acrophobia is fear of heights. I don't know why acrophobia is fear of heights. Aerophobia, AERO phobia.
Would that be the fear of flying?
Yes. See, that makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these might not make sense.
No, some may not. Here's one, agoraphobia.
Oh, that sounds so familiar.
Agoraphobia, fear of spaces or crowds.
Huh.
I never heard of that one. Amoxophobia. Amoxophobia, fear of riding in a car.
I was going to say, like fear of penicillin.
Right.
Amoxicillin.
How about androphobia? Androphobia.
Of outer space?
Fear of men. Fear of men. This one, I don't know how you live with this one. Anthrophobia.
Fear of breathing.
Fear of flowers.
Fear of flowers? Oh, yeah, there's a problem there.
It's called anthrophobia, fear of flowers.
How could you be afraid of a flower?
Here's what I'm going to take my time reading this one. Arachabutyrophobia, fear of peanut butter.
I can see an allergy.
No, this is fear. These aren't allergies.
Oh, wait, does everything start with an A? Or
no,
you're
this
going
is just the A list.
Oh.
Just the A list.
These are great.
Arachnophobia is fear of spiders. You were right on that. Arithmophobia.
Fear of math?
Fear of numbers.
No.
What do you?
One,
how do you live with
three.
that one?
Don't balance your checkbook.
Oh, here's one. Now here's what this. You probably have this one. Ataxophobia. Fear of disorder or untidiness.
Oh, yes.
You go crazy when you see that stuff.
Oh, yes. Things have to be, everything has its place.
Automata. I'm good in that. That's that one. I'll move on to the B section. Here's one: bacteriophobia.
Oh, like
makes sense, right? Fear of bacteria. How about barophobia? Barophobia.
Well, I think right away barometric pressure or
So,
something.
or getting close. It's not fear
Like
of
fear of dropping temperatures, humidity.
fear of gravity. There's such a thing as fear of gravity. Barophobia. I mean, how do they? Who has that?
Right.
You know, it's like I don't know. Let's see. Balanophobia. Fear of pins and needles.
Mm.
Oh. Cato catoptrophobia. Catoptrophobia.
Fear of not being able to pronounce phobias.
Fear of mirrors.
Mm.
Cyanophobia. Fear of snow. These are all real. It's on this like psychological list of phobias.
Wow. How many are there? I
No,
mean, if you're only hitting
I have
ABC.
this one. Here's one I have. Cynophobia. I have that. Cynophobia. Fear of dogs. If I hear a
You
dog
do.
bark, I tense up
Right.
because I was bitten twice when I was
Sure.
a child.
And a lot of this, I think, has to stem from some childhood or early age traumatic experience, right?
Yeah, like
And it's learned behavior. I can only relate to when we were over the grandbaby's home and they were outside and mom saw a wasp or something flying near the little Charlotte.
mhm.
And it was all like, don't overreact, because you don't want to teach them
Right,
these
because they'll
fears.
see if mommy's afraid of. I have to be afraid of
Then
this.
that means I have to be afraid of this. So she was trying to be cool, calm, and collected when I knew she was going to be jumping out of her skin. Oh, it's hard.
Dentophobia.
Fear of the dentist.
That's right. Dentophobia.
Sign
so
me
there
up
is
for
such a
that
thing.
one. Okay.
I think everybody has that at
Oh,
one
yeah.
point. Elurophobia. Elurophobia. E-L-U-R-O phobia. Elurophobia.
Hmm.
Fear of cats.
Well, what about if you hate cats like you?
I don't hate cats.
You hate my cat.
No, I'm not a cat person. I would never hurt your cat. I would never hurt your cat, but I'm not going to pet it.
All right, that's fair.
Right? That's the trade-off.
Poor cat thinks
I'm not
its
going to
name
pet it or
is.
feed it, but I don't hate it. I wouldn't hurt it.
She thinks her name is Get Out
Get
of Here.
out of here. That's right. How about equinophobia? That makes sense.
A fear of horses.
Right. Ephebiphobia. Ephebiphobia. Fear of teenagers.
That's valid.
Right. Here's one that probably a lot of millennial men suffer from: gamophobia.
Oh, you can't commit.
Fear of marriage.
Mm.
Wow. Let's see.
Mm.
Heliophobia. Fear of the sun. Talk about you have to go out and get sun. If you have heliophobia, you
You're
can't
not
do
going
that.
to do it.
No.
Wow.
Let's see.
It's one thing to dislike or again have an
I-
allergic reaction, so you're afraid because you don't want to have an allergic, but to actually fear that object itself.
But I guess there are very, very few in number
Valid,
who have,
yeah.
like, here's microphobia, fear of small things.
Hmm.
Mysophobia, M-Y-S-O phobia, mysophobia. And a lot of people have this fear of dirt and germs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But people say they're germophobic,
Right. Right.
but the official name is mysophobia,
yeah. Yeah.
mysophobia. Noctiphobia.
Fear of the night.
Yeah, fear of the night. Noctophobia. Ambrophobia. Fear of rain.
Huh.
Oh, papyrophobia. Papyrophobia.
Like fear of paper.
Yeah, fear of paper. This is real stuff. I'm not making this up.
I should.
Philophobia. Fear of love.
Hmm.
Here. Pteridophobia. Pteridophobia. Fear of ferns.
Hmm.
Ferns.
I can't really.
I can't even identify a fern.
No
How do
one's
I know
fear
if you're
one. Fascinating, though,
isn't
isn't it? Though, to think that all of these things, they truly exist, and they're
Right.
not making them up.
Yeah. Anyway, you can look it up. You can just Google
Phobias.
list of phobias, and they're all here. And I know people have people, and you try. I often think, how could I ever? And it wasn't always that bad. Like I remember driving. We were in
You're thinking Arizona?
thinking of when early, like we went to California and you drive down the Pacific Coast Highway.
Oh, this is years ago now.
And, you're right on the edge and the cliff. I mean, I did that.
No
No
railing.
problem.
Right.
But the last time we went to Phoenix, or not the last time, but one time we went to Arizona and we went up into the Superstition Mountains and we were on the same type of thing. And my knuckles were white. It scared the, what out of me. I was like, whoa. So
yeah.
the older I get,
The worse. There must be something, I don't know, hypnotism? I don't know.
I don't know.
But
and is that a learned, is it a learned
So think
phobia?
back, did you travel with your parents? Was your father driving?
My mother was afraid of heights. But I wasn't when I was younger, so I would think that I would have been, but maybe not.
I don't know.
I think the older I get, the more I have fear of falling.
You mean like last week when you fell out of the chair?
I fell out of the chair, and I fell down. One time this week, I fell. You weren't home.
See, you're making a habit of this.
I was in the garage and I was getting something. I was taking to take out the garbage cans, and I stepped backward. I guess I stepped on something, and I'm just sitting on the garage floor, laughing.
Good thing you still bounce.
I just keep. That's probably it. I keep saying I should lose some weight, but I probably shouldn't. That's what's cushioning me.
Yeah.
Bouncing around.
Otherwise, you'd be
falling
breaking
down.
bones.
I know. So anyway,
Be careful. What can I tell you?
Those are the phobias. Well, Tommy.
How about fear of falling down?
I didn't see that one.
I'm sure there is.
There probably is one there, right? I didn't see that one on the list, but there is. I'll look it up on the break.
Catastrophophobia.
Fallophobia. Fallophobia.
Okay, so serious. What's happening next?
Tommy's going to join us in just a bit. Tommy Ty,
Yes.
he's written a book called Catholic Hipster, The Catholic Hipster.
The next level. So this is like part 2.
That's right. So we'll take a break and come back with Tommy Ty. Don't go away. There's more to come on Friday Live.